Dr. Quartermain, you're just the man I needed to see.
Well, what can I do for you?
Well, I'd like to talk to you about Frisco's case, if you have a minute.
Sure, if you could. Okay, you get someone to relieve you and go to my office.
As you have probably guessed, Frisco is my brother.
Yes, I wondered about that.
Right. Well, I'm worried about him. As a doctor and as a relative, I suspect that his headaches could be caused by a nerve injury from the beating he took.
We've considered that.
Well, since the patient's my brother, I'm aware that I may be overly cautious in my diagnosis, but I'd like to keep him here in the hospital for observation. The scan showed nothing, I know that, but they've missed problems before. And honestly, I'd feel better if we just kept him for a bit more time.
I understand and I agree with you. And let me just say, from a medical standpoint, I think that Frisco belongs in the hospital. So I wholeheartedly support your recommendation.
Thank you.
There's no reason for you to stay in the hospital. Those x-rays show no serious damage to your hand.
Well, I could have told you that.
Yeah, the hand is badly bruised, however. I'd use it as little as possible, especially at work.
I lay towel for a living, Doctor. That's difficult to do one-handed.
Maybe you should take a few days off.
Not unless I have to.
Well, that's entirely up to you. I don't think you'll do any further damage to the hand, but it may be painful.
I can live with that. Thanks again, Doctor.
All right, Boris?
I just heard the good news.
Yeah, just a few little bruises, huh?
Yeah. So, you ready to go?
No, I think I'm going to wait around for Tanya to return. I don't want her to worry.
All right. I'll wait with you then.
Fine. So, you two went out to dinner the other night, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I've got to tell you, she is really something special, Boris.
I think so.
You know, I was really down when I ran into Tanya. I just had another fight with Celia.
She's a very trusting girl. I'm just worried that she might get the wrong idea from you, that you are involved somehow.
If we're involved, it's only as friends. Well, she couldn't possibly think that. I'm married. She's a friend.
I don't believe that Tanya makes that distinction. At least not as far as you're concerned. The truth is that she doesn't have many boyfriends. In fact, I don't think that she's seeing anyone at the moment. Anyone but you.
Oh, come on. A pretty girl like that? If she's not flooded with offers, it's your fault.
My fault?
You're too damn old-fashioned.
You may be right. But I'm still worried that she may be reading your friendship in the wrong way. I'd like you to straighten her out.
You really think that's necessary?
I wouldn't ask her if I didn't. Just have a little talk with her. And, well, make sure that both of you understand the nature and the limits of your relationship. Huh?
Whatever you like.
What I would like is for my daughter not to get hurt.
I don't want to see her hurt either. I will speak with her. Tell you that I'm going to feel like an idiot if she laughs in my face.
Blame me.
All right. Why don't you head back to the trailer? I'll wait here for Tanya. I'll let her know that you're fine, and then I'll have that little chat with her. If there is a problem, I'll take care of it.
Thank you.
Nurse Cobb, report to pediatrics.
Hello?
Celia Andrews, please.
Speaking.
Ms. Andrews, this is the medical dean from the university.
Oh, well, I'm afraid my husband isn't home. May I take a message for him?
Actually, I wanted to speak with you.
Oh?
We're preparing to redecorate the browsing room in the library, and I'd like you to take on the job.
Me?
Are you available?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I am. I just finished a job. You couldn't have had better timing.
Then I take it you will accept my offer.
With pleasure.
Good. I thought we might get together tomorrow around 5. I'll show you the room, and we can discuss some preliminary ideas on what to do with it.
I'll be there. Thank you so much.
Thank you. See you tomorrow afternoon.
All set?
She was thrilled.
Wonderful. You will not regret it. Celia is perfect for our needs. Thank you, Dean.
Okay, Bobbie, what is wrong? I I don't know. I can't function anymore. I'm an emotional wreck.
Yes, I gather that. I see what's going on, but you've got to watch yourself. You can't let this come into work with you.
I'm trying. I can't help it. I'm angry at everybody. I'm blaming everybody for my problems.
All right, well, at least you recognize and realize what you're doing.
Yeah, I know. I'm making a fool out of myself.
Well, that's a trap that we all fall into one time or another. How do I get out of it? I don't know. First thing you do, though, is you recognize that you do have a problem.
Well, that's easy because the whole world knows it.
Maybe you could talk to Gail.
I think it would help.
Couldn't hurt. Listen, you've got to do something. You can't walk around with all those feelings, whatever they are, bottled up inside. The sooner you recognize what they are, the sooner you're going to be able to deal with it.
You're right. Okay, I'll talk to Gail. See if she can spare me a few minutes.
Oh, I know she can. Who is it?
Me. Guess what I heard? Oh, Bobbie.
Well,
Bobbie, I just had a word with Anthony Jones. Could you please tell me why you were so rude to him?
I'm sorry.
Listen, don't be sorry to me. I just don't understand why you're throwing your weight around. I mean, a new doctor comes into the hospital. You're supposed to try to help him adjust, not stonewall him.
I'm sorry.
What did I say?
Nothing that she didn't need to hear. He could have picked a better time.
Well, what's bothering her?
Life.
I don't understand that.
Neither does she.
Is this something to do with her husband?
Yes, that and lots of other things. It doesn't matter. What else did Anthony have to say?
Well, it's as we suspected. He's Frisco's brother.
Small world.
Yes, isn't it? Well, we've decided to keep Frisco in the hospital, and I think it's the best thing for everybody concerned.
Why do I feel like there's something in the sand? You say it's real, you tell me I've got it wrong. Your love is strong, but I'm afraid that the feelings die. And I'd give anything to know that the magic is still alive. Darling, make me believe it when you hold me tight. I wanna feel it when you love me right. Make me believe it. Let me know your love is true. When you do, baby, then I think, baby, you'll believe it too.
Blackie and the Riff Raff with Make Me Believe It. I guess they're just calling themselves the Riff Raff now since they lost Blackie. But they still have one of the best singers around for my money, Frisco Jones. What a voice! Almost as smooth as mine. Just kidding, Frisco. If you're listening, I want you to know you've got a bunch of fans out there in TV land, me included, who can't wait for you to get back into action. Don't let us down, pal. And now,
See?
How much did you have to pay that guy?
Not a cent. They love you, Frisco.
They'll get over it.
Not if I can help it.
Just find yourself another cover boy, okay? There's tons of them out there.
Not like you. You owe it to your fans to come back to Pirelli.
Do you think that my fans care who owns my contract?
They care about your career going straight to the top, and so do I. No one else can do that for you. Come on, rejoin Pirelli's team. It's where you belong.
Well, unfortunately, the only place Mr. Jones belongs right now is in the hospital.
What? Is there something wrong?
Well, that's what we're trying to find out, but I can assure you, as his doctor, under no circumstances will I allow him to be released at this time.
Well, how long is he going to be here?
It's hard to say, probably several weeks.
What?
You do want him to get well, don't you?
Well, of course I do. It's just, well, you're the doctor. You know best.
As far as this patient is concerned.
Well, I'll be back to see you, okay? You just take care of yourself.
Oh, I don't have to do that. I got the pros here. They'll do it for me, Doc.
I'll be back in a couple weeks to check on you.
Okay. Tell the big man I said hi.
Oh, I will. He asks about you all the time.
Oh. Tell him I'm doing fine. Thanks. It's only a temporary measure, you know? I can't keep you in here forever. Yeah, don't remind me, okay? That's the future. I'll worry about that the next time you try to discharge me, okay? You won't have to. Oh, you know something I don't? Well, I'm going to take care of your present and your future. It's not your problem. No, I made it my problem. All you have to do is reconsider the past.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just think about all the good times that we had together before this mess happened. And then after you've thought about it, if you want to talk it over, just come see me. That's all I ask. Fair enough?
I'll think about it.
Grant?
Hi.
Do you know where I might find my husband?
Yeah, I took Boris to the emergency room. Small accident.
Oh, no.
It was serious.
But I was just at the hospital. Of course, I wasn't at the emergency room. Do you know when he'll be back?
They should be coming back pretty soon. I know it shouldn't be taking too long. Hi, boss.
Hello, Celia.
Hi, Boris.
How's the hand?
Oh, it'll be fine. Doctor said I just bruised it.
Good. You're going to need a couple of days off?
No, I can keep working.
Glad to hear it. If you change your mind, let me know. I don't want you hurting yourself.
Thanks, but I'm okay.
Okay.
Boris?
What brought you by?
I just came by here to find my husband. Did Grant come back with you?
No, he didn't.
Did he go straight home?
No, not directly.
Well, then where is he?
He's probably still at the hospital.
What's he doing there?
He's waiting to talk to Tanya.
He's doing what?
Well, he'll be home soon.
Not soon enough.
Is something wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. Why should there be anything wrong? I have a picnic supper here to eat and no one to share it with. Here, why don't you go watch the sunset?
I hope you don't mind talking up in the lobby.
No, I suppose that around here, one place is pretty much as good as another.
Yeah, well, it was just too chaotic downstairs in the emergency.
Still, it was a little less likely that anyone would recognize me down there.
Do you have a problem with that, Scott?
Grant Putnam. Hello, David. Actually, it's Andrews now.
Oh, that's right. I remember reading something about that.
Yeah.
So what are you up to?
Not much. How are things here at the hospital?
Usual madhouse. We could use you back. Listen, good to see you again. I gotta run. Take care.
You too. Does that answer your question?
I'm sorry. I guess we should have gone somewhere else.
This will be fine.
It must be awkward for you. I think I know how you feel.
I would suspect that you do, Tanya. You seem to have understood how I feel ever since we first met.
Well, I feel like I've known you for years.
I feel the same way. But, you know, lately I've been wondering if I might not be taking advantage of you.
How?
Just leaning on your shoulder a little bit more for support than I ought to.
No, I want you to.
Yeah, but I sometimes feel like I'm using you as a dumping ground for my problems. You have better things to do than to listen to me.
Grant, no. Honestly, I enjoy being with you.
An old married man like me, there's no future in it.
What exactly are you getting at?
Boris has a point.
My father?
Yeah. We should be working on finding you a boyfriend instead of wasting your time with someone like me.
What? I beg your pardon, Mr. Andrews, but it's my time and I'll spend it as I please.
Listen, Tanya, I merely want...
Look, I don't need my father's advice, and I don't need either of your help in finding a boyfriend. I don't believe you two. You're making such a big deal, and it's absolutely nothing. Look, if you misinterpreted our relationship, it's not my fault, because I was just trying to be nice to you. I only treated you as nothing more than a friend. The only reason I put up with all of your complaining was because I felt you really needed someone to talk to, and that's it. Obviously, I was wrong.
Listen to me, Tanya. Hey, just a second. I'm sorry if I offended you. That was not my intent. I just thought...
Excuse me, I have work to do. Frisco!
Hi.
How are you? You're up and talking about.
Yeah, it's good to be doing it, too.
Well, how are you feeling?
Pretty good, thanks to you.
Oh, you must be keeping in shape. You better, too, because the sooner you get out of the hospital, the sooner you and I have a date.
What?
Don't you remember?
Remember, I thought I heard you turn me down.
Well, you heard wrong.
Good, I'm glad. That I heard wrong, I mean. Well, whatever I'm doing, I hope I keep doing it right. I'm gonna get some coffee. You wanna start there?
Oh, I'd love to.
Yeah, they're coming along.